How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Moonlighter. I am very eager to finally be properly, truly actually going into the forest dungeon. Once or twice across the beta, and then like once through this playthrough, I came through one of those secretive portal things that let me into here early. But this is going to be my first time actually coming in for realsies. So I don't know any of these enemies. I gotta be a little bit careful and not push things too hard. That was a little bit... Oh shit, I accidentally used my potion. That was me kind of pushing things a little bit too hard. Oh, this is the weaker version of the thing I just killed. But I let it hit me full straight on, so that was very unwise. What do you got for me, little skelly? Also, was there something a little sparkly? I think that was just a weird, like... Yeah, see, there's just like weird little droplets falling off the roof and stuff. Just a quick little bug to squish. Thought I'd give him a quick stab. Ooh, the strong leaves are going to be useful for something that I have wishlisted. And we got the life fluid. I see you stabbing your... Hey, I chased him away! That's really adorable. I don't know if adorable is the right word, but you get out of here. I don't want to see any of your shit. I kind of like doing the flip into the fountain. It makes it feel like it's a fun pool party that I'm taking part in. We have yet to discover the perpetrator, who, as of a year ago, destroyed several of our experiments. Now much of our research materials are disappearing on a daily basis. Who would be sabotaging such a thing? Hey, there's a different type of leaf creature. Is it... Hey, it does drop a totally different set of items. I thought maybe it would just be like a harder to kill version, but still drop the same stuff. It's going to be strange, because there's certain things like crystals, obviously, that are still dropping between the different dungeon types, but things like golem cores and stuff, if I ever need those for a recipe, I'm going to have to go back. This is... I thought it was a foundry rest for a moment. They look very similar. Modified seeds and fertilizer. Curious how many, like, plant-based things there are. I don't really know how I'm going to be building kick-ass swords out of plant-based things. Does the forest dungeon not have the same types of pits? Oh, fuck, that tracked me a little bit. The same types of pits that the golem dungeon did? Shit, I guess I should not wait around to get hit by that quite so directly. Because I just found out how to, like, properly look for the sparkly pits. That looked just destructible, so I thought I would check it out. What do you got for me here, chest? A log, a good old stump, ancient wood, and a fluid vessel. I have multiple fluid things going on this time. Life fluid vessel. This game is a fan of fluids. No liquids for me, please. I only want things in fluid form. Ooh, I got a couple things. A chest and a little poem to read, perhaps. The enemies in this forest enjoy poisoning their victims. Oh, I hadn't even noticed myself getting poisoned yet. There'll be a slow death to anyone who comes in contact with these toxins. I have not experienced that yet. Now I'm scared of it, and I don't want that to happen to me. Straw. Useful straw. It's funny finding just like wood and straw when I'm used to finding the crazy empowering crystals and light essence. Now I just got some leaves, some straw, some wood. It all feels marginally less exciting, doesn't it? Patterns! Ah yes, these dungeons do indeed have patterns. You may think they are random. You may even think they are chaotic. But no, they're actually quite the opposite. There's reason and repetition, some sort of divine guide, a template of sorts followed every time the dungeon rebuilds itself. For instance, we all know there are 3 floors to a dungeon, but have you noticed how this healing hot spring appears on every floor, and how it always appears on the path towards the next floor? That part I didn't notice. That's interesting. Oh shit, place not only to assist and heal, but also guide. These dungeons basically want you to find the treasure. 800! Oh, it costs so much to leave now. I guess that makes sense, like... It's almost like the 4th or 5th floor of the golem dungeon is kind of how it's treating the pricing of leaving this dungeon. It makes sense. It balances out that way. What is it that I wishlisted that I'm suddenly working towards? I got most of what I need, except for the money. These next tiers of things cost an insane amount. 44,000? Are you kidding me? Jesus. It's gonna be a little while before I can afford any of that, I think. Having these punching claws would be pretty cool. The bow could be fun. Not just yet. Not just yet. Hey, the new potion type that I found, the better potion. I don't get to see how much it heals. I would have to go talk to the potion lady to figure that out, I'm sure. This pot looks an awful lot like the one that I just found down in the dungeon. Is that the only place I can stick a decoration right now? Seems like it might be. Adds an extra tip, adds a bit of tip, and the extra time they're willing to spend. And that also is adds tip. So I could get the extra bonus tip. I'm not too worried about the time right now. Let's just go for the high-ass tip. Light essence? I wonder if things from this new dungeon lair are going to be worth more. How come these modified seeds didn't stack? Can they actually not stack? Oh yeah, they can. I don't really know why they didn't. Oh, because they were cursed. They were cursed seeds before. That's why they wouldn't have. I'm going to start everything up pretty damn high, because I assume that because they're new items, new eccentric things from a harder to reach dungeon, people will think they're worth a lot more. I've never sold a regular jelly. That's so strange. Well, I might as well list one for sale just to try to figure some of that out. Start the fertilizer at 500 seems really high. The fluid vessel seems like it's like some sort of ancient thing of interest that people might want to check out. I forgot to set a price for this guy. You will just start at a nice simple 100. I don't think it needs to be anything too crazy. I guess I should just wait out around here to adjust prices rather than running back behind my counter, because otherwise that's like an excessive distance to be running all over the place. Ah, really? The seeds I left too cheap? I already forget what I set them at, but I felt like it was I went pretty high off the bat with that one. 500? 500 was not high enough. I thought for sure I could. I was flirting with it. They're just seeds, for crying out Jeebus. 100 for the jelly. Not gonna cut it. Totally undersold the fertilizer. Shit, I guess I gotta stick to my old plan of just going way crazy high and then figuring it out from there. What the shit? Is this the first thief? Did I just catch my first thief? Yeah, you get the fuck out of here. You're garbage. What was he trying to steal? He was stealing my damn golden chisel. What the hell, buddy? That thing's worth a lot, I think. I assume I listed it for a lot. Maybe it's not actually worth a lot. But that son of a bitch wasn't even going to pay. Did he still get away with something? Did he still get away with my ruin tool? I had some ruin tools listed that I don't see anymore. He might have actually stolen those. I'm super not okay with that, man. Oh, there. There was someone actually trying to buy it that time. Ah! Did that person actually buy the fertilizer? I think they stole it. I think I took too long to come meet them at the till because I was busy dealing with other things. I totally forgot about it, and I think they just stole the fertilizer. God damn it. That's super frustrating. I didn't realize that was happening. It blew me by. Wow, most people are mad with the different prices I just set. Hey, I think they really reluctantly bought the wood. I didn't see how excited he was about paying that much money for that pot there, but he did end up buying it still. Plant flesh. What a weird, eerie way to refer to it. You don't just... I guess I have no other word for it. That's what it is. That's what you would call it. Wow, jellies do not sell for much, do they? Everyone in this town is so used to being sold chunks of rock and steel and iron. It's probably a weird little relief to suddenly being offered plant flesh and seeds and flower petals and little bowls of water. Everyone quit looking out my window. And they keep looking through it in pairs, too. They're not even doing it one at a time. Everyone... The window's not interesting. That's not how window shopping works. It doesn't mean you come into the store and look out the window. Window shopping is looking into the store. Speaking of which, I should get bigger windows in this place so people actually have some windows to look through and they actually have some hope of maybe seeing what's going on in the shop when they go for a little peek like that. God, there's too many incorrectly set prices that people are very uncool with that I need to stay on top of here, because I'm not moving anything today. Nothing's getting picked up. There's too many incorrect prices that keep failing. It's hard for me to keep up with keep up with all this failure. Overwhelming failure. We got, look at all these 6s and stuff on the other side there. I see you. Apparently the people who steal from you are always the same shady looking pieces of shit. There's a very particular type. Although I don't know if they look that way until they've grabbed it already, or if they look that way right from when they first walk into the store. I wonder if thieves literally don't happen until A, you've either upgraded the shop, or B, you've gone to the forest dungeon? Because in all that time, I never saw one single one, and now all of a sudden they're all over the place. So I think one of those two things had to have been, like, the trigger, the initiator of them first showing up. I feel like a bad salesman. No one wants to buy any of my shit. If you guys only knew what I risked. Hey, he just walked in, fully just speech bubbling. Hell yeah, I'm gonna steal some shit today. It was like clearly on his mind. Oh, he's like waiting, isn't he? He's waiting for me to go start selling something before he makes his move. Did he get spooked? Was I too vigilant? I think actually, yeah, I was like keeping too close of an eye on him, and he was like, "Not today. I don't think I'm gonna get rid of it. Get away with it today. This guy's on the ball. I don't want to steal from this guy. No, there's no fucking with him. He's a serious man." I would hate to offend him. Yes, I finally sold that golden chisel. Took me enough tries to move that guy. That's the end of the day, right? Lots of stuff that I never actually found a proper price for. Sorry, I got distracted because it says 3 thievery things. I don't know if that means that I got stolen from 3 times or if there was 3 total thieves. I don't know how many of them I stopped. Maybe 3 actually got away. I guess I wasn't really keeping a strong eye out for it early on there. Damn, that would suck if that's how much I actually got robbed. It was recommended to me that I upgrade my bed, because right now I'm trying to be cautious and not lose out on too much by, coming back to town semi-frequently, that a special bed would be worth it. I don't want this bed. It's got like unlit Christmas lights strapped to it. That would be so uncomfortable. Why would anyone spend $20,000? It is a king's bed though. If you've never slept on a king-size bed, it is worth it. It doesn't matter what kind of weird jingly janglies you put on it. It's still so worth it to have all the room any human could ever want in a bed. I'll get the cash register too. Get people to throw an extra tip on there. The sale box is stupid. I don't want to give people sales. I don't want them buying things for cheap. Someday it may come in handy. For now, I have no interest in that. I guess this, just for now, will become like my forest dungeon chest, and all this is just extra crafting shit I have in golem dungeon stuff. I don't know, I might come up with a better system later on, but for now, that's a simple enough system that I'm willing to stick with. I'm willing to go straight back down, hunting for some more goodies. I feel like, ooh, I hate flying shit. That is what I feel. That's a deep-seated in my heart feeling. But I would love to save up some materials and stuff to go back and upgrade some of my gear. Nutritive water. This one is actually just water. It's not some sort of fancy smanchy fluid. It's just regular old water. Oh, damn. That was I want that. The preserved root. That was needed for one of the weapons or something that I was trying to upgrade, so I'm glad to have it. Ooh, I was kind of scared that guy would be able to shoot across the pit like that. I figured there was a good chance he would be able to. Ah, shit, I wasn't looking to see if anything sparkled in this room. There's like finally a pair of rooms that has pits, and I wasn't thinking to look for the sparkle. You know, a sparkly a pit. We should call them Brad Pits. He's got a hell of a charm and a sparkle to him, right? We'll just call them the Brad Pits from now on. Although Brad and Chad kind of have negative connotations by themselves. If you're not specifically a pit Brad, then it's a bad thing. Woo, this looks like it would be something. I'm going for a charged up run at it. It looked like the roots were hanging in a peculiar way, and then I saw like one of those weird little things where a bunch of leaves fall down. I thought it was giving me a hint that it was something significant. It was not. I overthought it. We have yet to discover the perpetrator. Ah, yes, that was just the thing about everyone stealing the research stuff. So it said these are always on the path to the next level. But there was 2 different directions I could go, so I guess I don't necessarily know where the next level is right now. Hell, not all that. God, that really chased me down. Oh god, I want to kill everything else before this mimic has his way with me, because the mimics are really strong. Get all that shit dealt with first. Oh, shit. Come on, get it out of the way. Good. Alright. Oh, fuck, no. Okay, I'm using a potion. I don't want to die here just yet. These mimics sketch me out. They do crazy shit like that. They make you drop a bunch of items. They carry a bunch of strong shit. Hey, we found a beet. An old bulb. Whatever, it just looks like a beet to me. Everyone likes beets. I bet I can sell that for thousands upon thousands. Man, I just healed all that much again and I still haven't drained the full pond? Man, does that ever take a lot of pressure off. I mean, you have to put in a little bit of work to find that to begin with and everything. Oh, look at this. The way these... The holes in these logs lined up, it made it look like there's like a little trail forming there. A little water slide that little cute little insects could maybe run down. These mushrooms, if you got enough of them together in a room, that shit could be real sketchy to have them ricocheting all over the place like that. I don't want too much of that. This was a nice easy room to deal with them on though. They kind of mostly took care of themselves. We're getting a nice supply again of items that I'm only just seeing for the first time right now. So that's cool to get more of that. I'm also just realizing the way that you can get like special early access down into this dungeon. I could have bought this spear way sooner than I actually did. And considering how strong it is, I could have been... What is this little guy gonna do? He sketched me out. He looked like he was gonna rob me or something. He's got his little sack that he's carrying around there. That's another new thing that just got dropped. A little slimy stink pile. Oh, I just broke that pitchfork. But like, you need stuff from this dungeon to buy the higher level weapons and stuff. I could have got so much of that stuff even sooner. I guess the limitation there is the gold though. The stuff from the Golem dungeon doesn't sell for enough gold that I would be able to make it super worth my time. Sure, I might get the crafting ingredients a little bit early. I might get a few little extra, bonus goodies. I can craft maybe better potions or something a little earlier than otherwise. But I don't think it would work out because I would never have enough money for it all. I did get slightly poisoned there. The poison healed a lot more quickly than I would have suspected, actually. Finding a lot of these roots. We also got this this magic mushroom, which is new, the magic wood, and pure acid. Yeah, we got some crazy shit going on here today. I like the magic mushroom though. Ooh, and venomous spores. I thought they were burning or something. The magic mushroom though, you know we'll make good use of that. There's no way that'll go to any waste whatsoever. Oh fucker. That thing is quite strong. Don't want to get too close. You just gotta bait him to get his first... to do that first little toss, and then you can kind of dodge around a little bit, flirt with it a little. Shit, this is a really big first level. More talk about patterns and stuff, that's all what we've seen before. I want to try and still hit up... Oh, that is the last room. I thought there was one more room to this dungeon. Yes, this is the one I was thinking of. I want to hit up all the rooms before I head back to town. Not going to bother with the second level of the dungeon today. Going to kind of save that till maybe when I get either better weapon, better armor, anything really. I just don't feel a strong rush to get there, The forest dungeon music is neat. I'm really enjoying that right now. Very fluty and just generally enjoyable. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for me to head back to town once again. I only found the 2 chests that time. Kind of light on the chests overall for me on that particular run. There's just a witch walking around in town. The locals say Crazy Pete tried to find out what's hidden behind the 5th door. Yeah, that is what he did, and he fucking died. Who's this Conan the Barbarian looking character? With the forest dungeon now open, some old recipes are popping up. Old recipes? Are we getting... Is there some new stuff I could get from the wooden hat now that maybe wasn't available before? Yeah, this is all basically the same stuff. Hey, do potions just generally cost more now than they did before? Like, prices just went up? Also, this is very confusing to me before, that I was just like, what the hell is the matter with this potion? It doesn't cost any materials, like there's obviously a glitch going on or something. No, the trade-off is just that this one costs materials and a little bit of gold. This one costs no materials and a lot of gold. So it's just a little bit of a trade-off there. That should have been more apparent. It's just that these are the only things in the game that require nothing for the recipe, and so that threw me off. What is that? Is that a cat? It's like a weird cat raccoon creature that works here with this lady. It's very cute. It's very adorable, I would say. Oh, maybe I should put an enchantment on some of my stuff, actually. Ooh. I most definitely should be doing that. In fact, I feel crazy for having not done it already. Oh, it does cost more gold than I would have guessed. So that's one reason to maybe have not done it yet. Well, you get the most bang for your buck doing the armor in terms of the bonus armor that you get. What is that plus 50 that I'm seeing there that I didn't have before? That seems like... Did that just come from enchanting the armor? Because that's a little weird that it literally didn't show any defense stuff before. I don't know what that's all about, why it wouldn't have shown that before. Let's see if we can get enough money to enchant the spear, and then I'll feel super comfortable with going down to the next level. Like, not even remotely an issue. Oh man, the straw for 300 was a loss for me. I see you getting ready to steal shit. I know what's on your mind, you bastard. The magic mushroom, though. You guys are crazy if you're not willing to pay good money for that. There's not a lot of other options around these parts for ways to get your rocks off. Out of nowhere, the strong leaves, 100 was too low for those? They just seemed like regular old leaves. I thought it would be stupid to try and sell them for more. This early part where you're trying to figure out the prices for everything is a bit of a pain, but is also, like, you know, pretty fun. The trial and error part of it is kind of neat. Trying to game the system a little bit just to see what you can get away with, how you can bend the consumer a little bit. There, I moved the strong leaf up to 300 instead of 100, and then apparently that was the right price to set it at. Ooh, and I sold the seeds for a good price. That might have been one that I had already figured out before, though. That might not have been a new discovery of price. Pure acid is wild. If people aren't willing to pay a lot for pure acid, then I think they might be a little bonkers. 1,000 for the fluid vessel was a mistake, apparently. You back off, man. They always got these sketchy haircuts when they're trying to steal from me. I see you. Now I'm stereotyping completely. 100% I know what to look for with these sketchy dudes and their haircuts. There's clearly a thieves haircut in this town. Apparently they all go to the thieves barber, which I don't really know who's stealing from who in that scenario, if they're tipping poorly or running out on the bill, or if it's the barber that's scamming them. When you call it a thieves barber, it's very unclear who the thief is in the scenario, but I assure you, it's all the same operation. They're all going to the same place. At my bottom super expensive table here, I'm having trouble getting people to even look at the item to determine how far off I may or may not be. She said no to my super expensive acid, no to my super expensive beet. Sorry for trying. Sorry for just trying to make a living up here, but shit's expensive. Ah! Did I stop them? That weird mushroom person? I totally busted them. That was awesome. That was sketchy though. They were hanging out like right next to the door there, so I had like no time to react to it. I barely got there in time. That made me feel like such a cool guy ninja pulling that one off. It's a lot less surprising to me now though that maybe 3 people got away with stealing from me last time. If they like grab it from here and then run out from that close short distance, yeah, they're probably gonna make off with it most of the time. Even if it's dumb garbage that they didn't even want, they'll probably still manage to get away with it. There's only so much I can do to watch over things. I should look into hiring like security or something. I don't know how much I'd have to pay them. Maybe it would make the most sense to pay them a cut of the profits every day rather than a particular wage. Hey, we found a price for the beet. Or I would sell them a cut of what didn't get stolen that day, or things that they specifically stopped from getting stolen. Nah, that would incentivize them to, like, hire friends to come try and steal from my shop or something, right? Hey, found a good price on the pot there. The one that I had sold for way too low the first time I listed that for sale. Magic wood. I haven't tried to find a price for that yet either. What did I sell regular wood for? Ancient wood, I never found a price for either. Oh, did the ancient wood get stolen for me, or did I just go put it away at the end of the day? I think it might have actually gotten stolen from me. That really adds a whole new layer to things. All of a sudden it feels like there's this little mini game going on within the mini game of just trying to find appropriate prices for your goods and sell them to people. Oh, was that the end of the day? Ah, nerds. That guy's either going the long way, or he decided to do a quick bit more shopping before he got out of my place for the day. I guess he didn't want to listen to the closing time song that I had playing there. Closing time, you can't stay here. I think there was 3 thieves, and I think I stopped them all. I think that's saying number of thieves total. Man, I didn't sell a lot of stuff. I guess I'm still in that phase where I'm trying to learn prices. Oh, get out of town. I'm so close to being able to afford that enchantment. I think I might actually just, like, sell a little cluster of things. Oh, I can't do it from in town here? Oh, that's a shame. Hey, look at her special jelly that she's got there. It's like one of those orange poison jellies that I was just dealing with. Dang it. Okay, well, I got a plan here, I guess. I'm going for a quick nap. I'm doing a super quick shop open. Hey, do you think that extra 50 is like the bonus health that you would get for sleeping? Because it didn't add anything special just now. And maybe that was like either a weird glitch or just a special feature that... Adding an enchantment? Is that what it was that added that for me? I think that's what it was. Adding the enchantment added that extra bonus for me for whatever odd reason. I guess that's all that could have been from. What was that popped up next to those 2 guys? Both her and that guy who's currently buying this thing. It was like a weird little picture of a person that flashed in front of their face for just a half second before it went away. I'm just trying to make some quick dollars. I'm going to go ahead and enchant that spear. I see you, you piece of shit. Don't worry, I got him. I'm going to head down to the dungeon with my newly enchanted spear. And I should be able to clean up and then more confidently like move down to the next stage of the dungeon. All that. I got a few steps to this plan that I'm kind of simultaneously working towards. Is this guy walking in saying, like, I want armor and weapons and stuff? Because I'm not selling any armor or weapons or anything like that. What did he just get all excited about for a second there? All these people are having these new reactions and stuff that I have no idea what to make of them. Yeah, he's like totally another adventurer, and so he's specifically here looking for items. Or like not just random treasure loot. He's looking for actual usable crafted stuff, and I don't have any of that, but I guess it's something I could look into adding to the shop. I'm sure it would sell for good money. It costs me a lot to craft stuff like that, though. I would have to have the money and the resources to craft it to begin with. I saw him. I had him scoped out. And then I would have to sell it for like more or less what it was that I paid for it. I would have to sell for more than I paid for it, because I would be trying to make a profit off of that, right? I would have to sell it for more than the dollar value and the value of the different crafting materials. Like, that stuff would have to be worth quite a lot. Ah, yes, that's what's going on. So I have a few people coming in who were like, yeah, I want histories and journals and shit like that. I see that guy down at the bottom. He will not escape me. Steal my stupid water thing. It's really hard to find the right price for that when you keep stealing shit from me like that. You dick. You are really fucking up my business here. I'm coming to where you work and then tell you how to, and then try and steal from you and tell you how to stop your stuff from getting stolen. Shit, stuff keeps getting pulled off my shelves from thievery and stuff before I've had a chance to find the actual price for it, and I have to recycle it all over again. I was super not planning to do a full day at this again, but so many people come through your business in a day now, and they're all helping me. They're valuably helping me determine prices and stuff, so I don't really want to be like turning them away, you know? And the straw, I undersold the straw, so I guess I can jack that up a little bit. So much to learn. Yeah, not sneaky at all there, guy. You get the fuck out of here. Still could not sell the acid, but I did finally find the correct price on the straw, which feels nice. Oh shit, I didn't find the right price on this still either? Jesus. How am I so wrong on like all this? Things keep going missing, I think. I think like more is being stolen from me than I realize, or I'm just losing track of things because the shop is that much larger than it was before. Jeez, I did not learn as much today as I was hoping that I would have. Oh, what an exhausting stretch that was. Should all be worth it to enchant this lovely spear. Oh, you can enchant it again. Oh, wow. I don't have the money for that, though. Well, next time, guys, I can take my well-rested, double enchanted ass down into the forest temple, and I'll try and get down to level 2 there. There should be no problem. I guess I gotta deposit that stuff back in my house first. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you again soon.